Check this out. This is the Hex Tactical Gaming Controller. It is designed for esports gamers. Now, it is custom designed in this chrome colour by myself off the HexGaming website. It has mappable programmable back paddle buttons, as well as fine-tuned instant trigger buttons too. Now, because I'm a big Star Wars fan, I have gone for the Captain Phasma chrome design. It is an absolute ultimate £220 edition. You can customise your own, say, for example, an Iron Man version, a Captain America version, with a wide range of authentic looks you can go for. But for £220, why so much? Well, the claim to this controller is that it gives a big advantage on tournament games, first-person shooters, and fighting games too. So basically, unlike the standard PS5 controller, that already have them fantastic haptic feedback trigger buttons that basically allow you when driving in games to drive at a particular speed, simply idling, or for example in a particular game if you're pulling a bow and arrow, those haptic feedback trigger buttons do provide pulling sensitivity for certain distant shots. Well, with the Hex controller, them triggers are more like, well, buttons, providing an instant shot when pressing them, giving you a faster reaction time and a better advantage on competitive game fields, with those programmable rear paddle buttons, which will allow you to program them, for example, to your favourite fighting combos. You can set one of those buttons to be your inventory or action button. In fact, you can choose any feature to set these buttons to providing faster functioning to a particular function during gameplay. Setting these personalised controls is very simple to do too, simply by holding that rear centre button until the light switch is on, and then setting a particular feature or a combo move into that precise button, and yes, it's as simple as that. It's as easy as it is in the user manual. With the Hex gaming features, you not only now have instant faster trigger compression, which if you've gone ahead and played Deathloop, sometimes with the basic controller, when you're lining up to take a shot, just before pressing that haptic feedback trigger button, you may have noticed you take a bit of damage if you're not quick enough before you have simply took your own shot. But with this controller today, you have a simple move and shoot feature, which right away is noticeable that it gives you a far better advantage, and an instant blast of the gun. Okay, with those paddle buttons, they do at times feel a bit of a reach. But what's great and different with this controller, compared to other configuration controllers, is that those feature shortcut buttons are never accidentally triggered. So no accidental touches. Yep, this controller, the way the personalizations have been done, does look the bee's knees. It is very well built and put together with no gaps between the moulding, like some of those cheap eBay hard shells that sometimes when you get them, they do sometimes have noticeable moulding defects. And yes, that central touch button, by the way, is 100% fully working. Again, unlike those cap covers that you can get off eBay, that once attached to your PS5 controller, basically renders that feature useless. Now, we do have some very grippy joysticks. The sensitivity of those joysticks do feel a bit better than the standard PS5 controller. I do really like the dimple grip. They are super comfortable for long use, and they can easily be replaced by swapping them out to many different styles that can be chosen off that HexGaming website. We do have a few that are provided today, but one thing I've got to note is that although we did choose the aesthetically pleasing carbon fibre base with those white paddle buttons, I do now really wish that we would have now gone for the textured rubber grip base design, just to provide the ultimate grip in hand. Now listen guys, if you are a basic gamer and you're not super competitive, then this controller may not be for you. Again, with that big price tag, personally I do think that you've got to set your mind into knowing that this Hex gaming controller will only be an advantage if you're using it within certain game genres. So if you're all about playing those single player games or taking those slow accurate shots using a bow, then this particular gaming controller may not be for your needs. But if you are a competitive individual that loves to come first, likes to get up the ladder, loves those first person shooters and battle royale games, then this ultimate Hex gaming controller will truly provide you with a tactical esports gaming experience. Okay, with the haptic feedback buttons being absent, you do feel like you have actually lost a feature, especially when you're cruising around in your car. On games like GTA, you can't really idle at speed. Those front trigger buttons only really allow you to go at full speed with this Hex gaming controller and basically stop. But again, you've really got to know what type of gaming you're into and be prepared for these functions not to work with certain games when purchasing. Myself, I do think it is quite simply a great added aid to gain you a maximum advantage, just to have a second extra gaming controller just like this one next to your standard PS5 controller. It's fantastic to know that if we need it, it will truly give us a step up in gaming, and it is 100% striking to look at too. Now I do think this controller is useful, and in fact I did actually lay this controller out on my table this week, and when my kids walked into the living room and seen it, it was just simply like, oh my god, what is this? So yeah, overall I do think that for a competitive gaming controller, it does have its useful functions, with a fantastic grip in hand, and again if you've got a competitive streak, and you've got a bit of a deep pocket, then I can honestly say that this gaming accessory really does do a good job, does what it says in the box, that has a real head-turning personalised design that I can definitely recommend today. But guys, tell me what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think it's a bit steep to pay £200 for this controller? Or would you simply go for the £200 Hex controller that has most, if all, the features of this ultimate controller? Or is it really worth that extra bit of money simply to go for this one? Let us know in that comment section, but while you're down there, please make sure to smash a like and share this video today. Please subscribe to this channel, I could really appreciate the support, as well as hit that bell notification option so you guys stay updated on all our new uploads. Now it's been fantastic reviewing this HexGaming controller this week, and we can't wait to do some more PS5 accessory reviews coming soon, so stay tuned for them. But as usual guys, please stay safe and thank you ever so much for watching. Peace!